Good afternoon and welcome to Utah State University. We're up in the Spectrum today. John Newbold and Dave Simmons is joining me for the broadcast as the Skyview Bobcats will be hosting, I guess not really hosting, but sort of.
Yeah, it works.
They're the home team hosting Madison from Idaho, the Bobcats. These guys have always played each other the last few years, and so it will be a good contest tonight.
Can you remember how they've matched up? To me, when I've ever seen Madison in the summer leagues and different things, they've always been tough.
Yeah, they are. They're a good physical team. So Tyson Bradley will jump, and it just kind of went up and down. Madison will control going left to right towards the west in this arena.
You're good to know it's west. When I'm in a building like this, I'm like, I don't know which way is north and south and east and west.
Well, I might be wrong. I was just stating what I thought.
It could be the west.
So Nash Humphreys has the ball, the guard. He goes, but they're going to call an offensive screen away from the ball, and it will go against number 2, Wade Bailey. He's a freshman, Dave.
Ooh, number 2, Wade Bailey.
So Skyview starting. They've got Zach Oxborough, Matt Hyatt, McCade Roll, Chance Wilson, and Tyson Bradley. Hyatt's on the outside there to Bradley on the left. Backdoor cut to Oxborough, makes a move in the air, but great defense there to make him switch up that shot. Looked like he had an open layup.
Yeah, he drove hard on that baseline and just unable to get it to go. Athletic play, though, by Oxborough.
Yeah, Oxborough is starting to turn into the main guy for the Bobcats, but they didn't reset the shot clock after that, and so that's why the official stopped play. And now there's a discussion about how much time Madison had the ball, I think, before they switched things up.
Into the front court.
Yeah, so again, Logo Shop is the sponsor of our uniform check, and the Madison Bobcats in all red with white numerals, and the Bobcats all white with blue numerals.
Think Ohio State against North Carolina. How about that?
Yeah. Long three left side, and he's got it. That was Carter Lerwell. So 3-0 early for Madison. Bradley gets it to the left wing over to Oxborough. Skip pass to the right corner to Chance Wilson. Handed it off to McCade Roll on that right side. McCade drives up with a shot. It's good. They're going to call a block, and it counts. So McCade Roll with his dad, former Aggie Troy Roll, watching in the arena that he played in.
Yeah, Troy was explosive, and if McCade can get a bit of that, he's going to be just fine.
McCade makes the free throw, and it's 3-3 early on in this contest.
I'm used to keeping certain stats. I'm going to try to do turnovers and rebounds for you.
It's more than I have. It's missed 3 out of the corner by Lerwell, and Skyview's got the rebound. Here comes Hyatt across the timeline. Now to McCade Roll. He drives right side, gets to the bucket, kicks it out to Tyson Bradley, and then he turns it over. Humphreys bringing it down. He'll go up, and he's fouled. Bradley got back on defense. Had the hard foul there, but Tyson Bradley will pick up his first.
I'm going to send Humphreys to the free throw line. Humphreys showing some speed, getting down the floor there.
Yeah, Bradley turned it over, and he wanted to make up for the turnover, I guess. Shot on the way, rolls around the rim, and it's good. So 4-3 is the score for Madison.
You know why I'm a weirdo, John? I'm looking at the 0 on his back, and it looks like it's off center. It looks like it's a little towards the left.
Do you see the same thing with Bradley's? Bradley's looks okay.
Let me see. No, yeah, he's right down the middle.
Okay.
It looks like they were going to have double 0 and just decided to have one of them.
So Hyatt has it, 5-3 Madison, gets to the free throw line, and they call it travel.
Yeah, he kind of elevated, almost looking like he wanted to spin with the ball, but then he picked it up and gets called for the travel.
So Madison has it. It's 5-3. The Madison Bobcats with the lead. A long 3 straight away, and it's off and up over the backboard. And the one thing I've noticed in a couple of games that I've seen up here, and I've seen it before in the past, when they go to a college arena, some of the guys, they stay back at the college three-point line instead of move up to where the high school one is.
I don't know if it's It's turned over.
Here comes, that's the second one, and he lays it up and in as Skyview got it in the front court, and then Humphreys with another steal. He's got 4 points.
Kind of a lackadaisical pass there, and in the passing lane was Humphreys ready to go.
And another turnover. This time it's number 11, that's Thompson. He gets into the front court, gets it back to Humphreys. Now to the right corner, three-pointer again by the lefty, and a timeout Skyview. Lurwell, he's missed a couple threes, but he's knocked down 2 threes as well, and it's 10-3. Skyview, and Coach Hilliard takes a timeout just to reset.
That is a good-looking stroke by the lefty. He's decent-sized kid too. What do they have? Did they give us sizes?
No.
No, that he's got to be 6'3", 6'4".
He is a senior. Now, I know that Coach said that, Coach Hilliard told me, and I don't know which player it is, one of them is a D1 commit, so I don't know who, but someone on that roster.
As they walk out there, the young man we were just talking about, number 1, Lurwill, he's got to be 6'3", 6'4", but he's standing right next to Wilson, who is almost as big, and 11, Thompson, almost as big. I mean, that's a strong-looking team. I'd be very surprised. I've only seen not even a half of a quarter so far. That's a pretty high-skilled team, and I think they're going to make a lot of noise up there in their district.
Well, did you see Judge Memorial?
Yeah, long.
They're long.
Very long and athletic. So at some point it just becomes down to discipline and making the right plays, and again turned over.
Hyatt turns it over, and then a layup try. Wow, it looked like from our angle there was a lot of contact. Now they're just going to say it's out of bounds. So here comes Guthrie off the bench and Jace Lillywhite for Chance Wilson and Matt Hyatt. So for the Bobcats, you've got Lillywhite, Oxborough, Bradley, Guthrie, and McCade Roll. 5:04, opening quarter, 10-3 Madison, and they have the ball underneath their own basket. They bounce it off Tyson Bradley's back and got it.
That's a heads-up play there by the inbounder. I think that was Humphreys.
Yeah, Humphreys and Lurwill are their only scorers. 12-3 Madison. Guthrie stops his dribble, gets it to Bradley. Bradley back out to McCade Roll in the corner. He's going to drive into the middle, kick it out to Guthrie for 3, straight away, off the mark to the left. Bradley tries to save it, but he stepped out on the baseline.
I think that ball, after it hit the rim, actually shot straight on the line out of bounds. Should have been called out of bounds before the player tried to save it.
So 12-3, Madison leads. In the corner, they run the play, and then they get it into the post.
That's the old Stu Morrow play there.
Yeah, the old dribble play.
Yeah, dribble. We used to run it with my little kids over and over, and I swear it always works, or at least you have a decent look at it.
Well, the thing is, that's something that Coach Hilliard runs too. The players know it.
The thing about it, though, John, is once it seems to always work to get it down to your big, but that's only halfway through what the sequence could be. If that's not there, it can be brought back out with a high screen getting downhill again. And you don't usually see that happen to where it even gets there, because that first initial action helps and it gets you to look underneath the basket.
So second free throw.
Air ball.
It was an air ball. That's crazy because the first one was nothing but net, wasn't it?
Isn't that funny? How you can have one that's so bad and then one that's pure, or vice versa.
So McCade Roll has all the points for the Bobcats. They trail 13-3. Madison with the lead. Oxborough has it left wing. Good defense there, so he has to retreat back out front. Now Guthrie fakes the 3 on the right wing to McCade Roll. He's going to drive, kick it out to Lillywhite. Lillywhite drives the right side of the lane. Layup good. Nice drive by Jace Lillywhite. 13-5. Skyview cuts into that deficit.
Humphreys is skilled.
Yeah, outside, open 3. Well, you've got to find Lurwill because that's his third 3 that he's knocked down, and that one he was all alone.
And pure as silk. That thing, the rotation was perfect, everything.
13-8.
Another turnover.
Knocked out of bounds. Jump in the passing lane. That was Torgerson.
When they overplay you that far out beyond the three-point line, it should be an automatic back cut. They shouldn't be able to come out that far and get those deflections.
So Torgerson's going to bring it up for Madison, left to right on your radio dial. He gets it inside to Learwill, and then a backdoor cut to Humphreys. And right now it just looks like a well-oiled machine by the Bobcats of Madison. They lead 18-5, and Coach Hilliard's going to take a full timeout this time. We'll keep it here. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Great Basin Graphics. They are a great sponsor of Skyview Athletics and here on the radio group on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. Also video streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. But
your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. You should expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. All of us who broadcast ball games throughout the region or throughout the valley sincerely appreciate all these sponsors who help keep these games on the radio and streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. D&D Auto and Salvage is Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for your junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. No job is too big for D&D Auto and Salvage.
So again, John Newbold, Dave Simmons here with you. Dave, thanks for staying with me. You just finished your game. The Ridgeline, you called the games for Ridgeline. What does Ridgeline look like this season?
Ridgeline's got a lot of really solid players, but nobody that is right now you're thinking, okay, that kid is like your D1 type of dude. You know what I mean? Like you were talking about with Madison. But they have a lot of guys that will battle and battle and battle, and so far they haven't lost, and they are just gamers.
Well, McCade Roll brings it up for the Bobcats. Lily White in the left corner, back to Chance Wilson. McCade Roll takes it left to right, gets in the lane, he's bumped, goes to the ground, no call. Oxborough for three, right wing, and he's got it. That's Oxborough. We know he can knock those down, and he got the open look that time and knocks it down 18-8. Madison still leads by 10 with 2:50 to play in the quarter.
Nice job by Oxborough being ready to shoot. Sometimes it's about catching, being down and ready.
Humphreys around the back dribble, and he sinks it. Chance Wilson was there, too.
That Humphreys kid is really good. I mean, it's easy to see. He's very comfortable with the ball in his hands, and his stroke looks like it could be really consistent.
Yeah, he's got 10 points. Lily White out front. Out to Oxborough for three again. It looks good. Oh, heartbreaker.
Halfway down.
That goes all the way down and came out.
That took a peek at the net. Oh, that's a wide open lane.
Humphreys drives, layup good again. He's got 12. 12 of the 22 for the Madison Bobcats, 22-8.
They're trying to trap as soon as they get up across half court.
So Guthrie gets it over to Lily White. That's Chance Wilson to Guthrie. Hands off to Oxborough. He's going to drive this time. Gets cut off at the free throw line. Lily White takes a college three, and he's got it.
I wondered if he was I haven't obviously followed Skyview. I didn't know if he was comfortable shooting that because he's had two wide open ones and he hasn't taken them. But that one he took on his third opportunity.
Well, and I haven't seen him take too many this season. And blocked three, but he got armed. Lily White came off the screen, and it was Lurwill that's fouled. So we'll see. I'm guessing by the look at his three-point shot that his free throws shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I always have said, and you can tell me I'm crazy, a pure shooter, a real shooter will be very, very good at the free throw. I'm talking 85, 90% of the free throw line.
Well, the first one's good of the three, and that one actually, Dave, he missed the second one. I was like, that was his first point other than he had 3 threes previous to that.
And so we're still here in the first quarter with Madison leading 23-11. He's got 10 points already.
And so he made 2 out of 3.
He's got 10, and how many does Humphreys have? All the others?
Well, all but one.
Okay.
So he's got 12, Humphreys does. Inside, they get it to Oxborough on the block. He's guarded there, back to Roll, fakes the three. Now he goes to the right side off of the screen. Wilson still outside on the perimeter. Lobs it inside to Oxborough, who's just hounded. Goes inside, banks it up and in. So it took Oxborough a couple of games to get his feet under him from football, but once he has, he's really shown himself as the leader on this team for scoring. Three-pointer by Madison, no good. Long rebound to McCade Roll. Brings it across, doesn't have numbers, 2 on 4, so he's going to back it out. Lily White drives the lane, up with the right-handed scoop, no good. Learwill brings it down to Humphreys, around the back to Learwill for three, right corner, no good. That one is last touched by Skyview.
Right now I got Skyview with 6 turnovers and Madison with none.
Well,
here in the first quarter.
That's the way it's looked, too.
I've always said that my stats are super unofficial, like super.
And I always say that mine are always official.
You've never missed one.
No.
Oh, what a play out of the inbounds.
Oh, and he's fouled. 2 Bobcats there. We'll see who they call the foul on, but the basket's good. Foul is on Lillywhite. I think that his second.
It's going to send Wilson for Madison. There's a Wilson on both teams out there right now, but Wilson for Madison going to the free throw line.
Let's see if he can finish the three-point play. 26-13 with 35 seconds.
Actually, Chance isn't in the ballgame right now, but Wilson for Madison got it.
Yeah, he got the three-point play, so they put pressure in the backcourt. Oxborough gets it up front. Sagers is on the court for the Bobcats now, and same with Max Castillo. Sagers has it. There's about a half a second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bradley has it in the high post. Takes it to Castillo baseline. He tries to go back to Oxborough, turns it over again. Humphreys brings it across the timeline with 7 seconds. Skyview down 14. Humphreys pulls up the long three, no good. Rebound Lillywhite with 2 seconds. He's not going to have an opportunity because he was still in the back court. So it's 27-13 Madison at the end of 1. That's in high school, if you can get into the 20s, it's a good quarter, but when you're almost at 30.
Yeah,
so,
you're rolling.
So
getting to 27 points in that first quarter, and credit them defensively too. When you can get 7 turnovers leading to fast break opportunities, you're going to have some pretty good offensive output.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors here at the end of the first quarter. Les Olson IT. They can help you out. Dave, I'll let you talk about Les Olson. Tell you what you give.
Yeah, I have a little bit of insight with Les Olson. Free network assessment at Les Olson. If you are wondering about your network and if it's secure and safe and not vulnerable to any type of outside threat, call Les Olson Company for a free network assessment. 435-750-8990. Also, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, trained technicians, latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. And you know one thing I've noticed, John, about Coach Hilliard over the years is he's not afraid to go to his bench early and in the ball game, like deep, sometimes 9 guys deep in the first quarter. Yeah. How many did he? I don't know if he.
Well, I was trying to keep up. Castillo came in and Sagers, so. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 8?
Yeah. Yeah, you know better than me. I'm still getting used to these kids. Well, Lillywhite played.
Yeah, Guthrie was in there too. So.
Sagers. Yeah, he's been known to go deep and quick. And, yeah, Sagers is in now. Also, Oxborough in there. And Castillo in there.
Bradley and Wilson.
Chance Wilson back in, okay.
Yep, so that's the 5. Skyview will be going right to left on the radio dial towards the east.
So McCade
Sagers.
Sorry.
Was that Chance Wilson? I was blocked out.
Yeah, Chance Wilson. McCade Roll getting his first break of the ball game. He played the entire first quarter.
So 27-15, Madison leads. Just underway here in the second quarter. Want to thank Shane Larson running the camera for us. They go inside, and there's Humphreys, gets to the bucket, and he's dropped. I think Sagers got the foul, but Humphreys got in there quick.
Coach from Madison was thinking it was a shooting type of situation, but they're going to say it's down. Madison will inbound underneath their own basket.
So Humphreys to inbound. He's on the baseline there. It goes clear out front. Got it to Bailey. Bailey back to Humphreys on the right wing against Oxborough's defense. And Skyview's, they're in a man, aren't they? Or did they go to 2-3 zone?
Yeah, they're in a zone.
Chance Wilson steals it.
That's the first turnover for Madison that I have.
Yeah, it came in the second quarter, about a minute into the second quarter. 3-pointer by Sagers. No good. He was a little bit far back on that wing. Then underneath, they turn it over. So back-to-back turnovers for Madison. Sagers brings it up, gets to half court. He's cut off there. He's still dribbling, goes all the way to the basket. Man, with the left hand, he didn't stop.
Humphreys was on him, and Humphreys just kind of slowed up a hair, and he took advantage.
So Skyview's cut the lead to 10, 27-17. They trail. McCade will check in next dead ball. Get it to Humphreys. Humphreys lobs it to 3 straight possessions, Dave. Like you said, they hadn't had any turnovers, and then 3 straight possessions.
Not one at all. Humphreys tried to throw an over-the-top pass. He had a guy down there that was open, but I think that the player that was waiting for it to come expected that ball to hit rim. It was that close to the rim, and it didn't, and it just scooted right past him and out of bounds.
Well, Oxborough comes out of the game, and McCade Roll comes in for him. So let's see where the scoring will come from for the Bobcats. As their leading scorer, Oxborough, goes to the bench. Backdoor cut, there's Sagers. He gets across the lane, and Castillo is blocked away.
I thought Sagers had a look. He could have gone up with that ball.
Could have gone up with the left hand on that left side of the court, and he passed it across the key.
Or even taking it to the opposite side using the rim as protection and got a reverse layup. I thought he had some options there, and he ended up dumping it off.
So Tyson Bradley comes out of the game. Matt Hyatt in for the Bobcats. Chance Wilson gets it to Castillo, right wing. Into the corner, McCade Roll for 3, right side, boom! He's got it, and he's got 6 points, and the Bobcats cut it to single digits for the first time in a long time. 27-20, long 3 for Madison, off the rim, no good. Chance Wilson the rebound. Gets it to McCade Roll, quickly to Sagers. He's gonna pop that 3. No, it's short. Rebound in the corner.
His rotation looks good too. It looks like he could get hot.
Yeah, he can. And a foul by Castillo with a hand check there. Yeah, Sagers, I've watched him in JV games. He can stroke it.
Yeah, it's I look at rotation. If it's coming off and the spin is right, it means that things are usually the way they should be. And his looks good.
So the foul was on Castillo. It's 2 team fouls on the Bobcats this quarter. Shot on the inbounds, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats.
That was Lurwill. Tried to go off glass from a 15-footer.
So they get it to Sagers, but he's kind of on the elbow, stuck in no man's land. Gets it to Matt Hyatt. Hyatt's on the right block now. He kicks it out to Sagers up top. Drives, cut off at the free throw line. Long 3 by Hyatt. Off the rim, no good. Long rebound is McCade Roll. He's stuck with it in a sea of Bobcats for Madison. McCade Roll drives, penetrates, gets up, and he's fouled, and it's good! McCade Roll!
Good finish there by Roll as he gets into the paint, takes the contact, and figures out a way to get that ball up and off the glass. Excellent job by McCade.
So McCade Roll with 8 points. So Nilsson comes in for Madison, and out of the game is Micah Thompson. But McCade Roll will go to the free throw line for the 3-point play. The free throw is up and good. He's got 6 in the quarter and 9 for the game, and Skyview trails by 4, 27-23, Madison ahead. Humphreys goes to the right side, gets a screen, spins around, lobs it up. Ooh, oh,
he got up there.
And it's blocked. Oh, but it still went in. He went up with a shot, Wilson did, and I think Chance Wilson got a piece of it, but it still went up and in.
That was some crazy spin on that ball once it hit glass. It just spun around and went down and in.
29-23, McCade Roll loses it. Coming down is Bailey, over to Humphreys, lays it up and in. 31-23, the lead right back to 8. After Skyview cut it to 4, it's a 4-0 run by Madison. McCade Roll looking for a screen. Now he hands it off to Hyatt, right wing, to Castillo out front. They just kind of run that motion offense out on the perimeter. Now McCade Roll controlling traffic with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Gets down on the left side, and I didn't see what happened. Did you?
He just wasn't able to stop quick enough without dragging that pivot foot along with him, so they got him on a travel.
Yeah, I heard the whistle, but I was blocked out, and it was a travel, so it goes back to Madison with 4:07 here in the first half.
I got 9 turnovers right now for Skyview. They have cleaned it up a little bit here in this second quarter, though.
Humphreys drives, kicks it into the corner. That's Bailey. Now he brings it out top. Gets it over to Torgerson. Back to Humphreys. Shot clock down to 8. Torgerson inside, little runner, good.
Nice spin move in there. Caught the ball and immediately spun away from contact and was able to find himself right at the front of the rim.
Yeah, Madison, there was good defense by the Bobcats, but just a good patient offense that time to find the open man. So the lead 33-23, back to 10. Oxborough's back in for the Bobcats. Chance Wilson, left side three, long. Rebound comes to Torgerson.
Ooh, we might have gotten away with dragging that pivot foot as well.
Torgerson gets it off to Humphreys, but he's going to bring it up slowly and hand off to Bailey, still in the back court. Now he comes across to the front court. Guarded by Roll there. Humphreys kicks it to Torgerson in the corner. Back to Humphreys for three. No good. Rebound, Matt Hyatt, but goes to the court. And they hand it off to McCade Roll, who gets up to the front court. 2:44 left in the first half. 10-point lead for Madison. McCade Roll back at the circles near midcourt. Now to the high post to Hyatt. Nobody guarded him. He turns around, just free throw line jumper, yeah.
It's just basically shooting a free throw if nobody's going to come and guard you there.
Yeah, he turned around in the high post to look for some cutters, and nobody was on him, so he just pulled up for the jump shot.
I love it. If you go to you should be looking rim first when you catch there.
Yeah, 33-25. Chance Wilson knocks it loose as they were trying to get Wilson down low.
And when you teach high post off, or you teach a zone offense, and guys are flashing to the high post, you teach to turn and face. Look at the rim, look at the drive, and then opposite is your pass. But you've got to look at the rim.
So a three on the left side, around the rim, no good. Chance Wilson tips it to Hyatt. Nice job by Chance. He knew that he couldn't get the board, but he just tipped it. Zach Oxborough, three, all alone. Sagers tips it up and tracks it down for the Bobcats. McCade Roll back to Oxborough. Back to McCade. Long three, right side. Oh, in and out. That was a deep three by McCade, but it comes in and out, and Madison has it with 1:40. Humphreys drives, gets it tipped away, gets it back. And then a three, no good by Madison, but a nice rebound by Torgerson.
That was Lurwill.
Oh,
on the three.
This time Humphreys misses. Chance Wilson the board.
I don't think we'd seen Lurwill miss a three yet until that one.
Yeah. 33-25 Madison. Skyview has it with 1:15 before the half. McCade gets it to Chance Wilson. Now in the corner, Sagers, but he pumped and he drives over to Oxborough right side to Chance, right wing. Back to Sagers, left side.
Yeah, the coach is yelling to shoot it. He's not shot ready, but the ball is there on time.
Rebound, Hyatt off the McCade Roll miss, and Hyatt lays it up and in.
I heard Coach yelling for Sagers to be ready to shoot it. He got two passes that I thought he had enough time to shoot, but he wasn't shot ready.
33-27 Madison. Humphreys has it. McCade there. They call a reach. It's the third team foul on Skyview with 39.9 in the quarter. Tyson Bradley comes in for Chance Wilson, McCade's first foul. 33-27 Skyview.
Only 6 points mustered by Madison in this quarter. Skyview's done a much better job defensively.
Torgerson gets it back to Bailey. Bailey moves it back to the circles. Over to Lurwill. Torgerson, Humphreys. Back to Lurwill. He's guarded closely there. Now the high post to Torgerson, inside to Wilson.
It's good high-low action there between the bigs.
35-27, shot clock's off, 10 seconds. McCade Roll's fouled at half court. That's only the second team foul on Madison. It's going to go against Humphreys. So 9.2 on the clock. Chance Wilson's going to come back in for Skyview for Tyson Bradley.
Nelson checks in for Madison. I think this is his first action of the ball game so far.
So 35-27, Madison leads with 9 seconds. They get it to Oxborough. Oxborough drives across the lane, gets the defender to go past him and lays it, little jump shot, good.
Long half-court three, at the buzzer.
So Oxborough got that one, and as you mentioned, Dave, yeah, they held Madison, looks like, to 8 points there in the second quarter. Skyview had a good second quarter as they go to the half, but they still trail 35-29 to Madison, but it's a 6-point lead instead of what it was after the first quarter when it was 27-13.
Yeah, 14-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Madison just on fire to start the ball game, scoring 27 in that first quarter. How many threes in the first quarter? Three,
yeah, the only three, and they were all by Lurwill.
Yep, and then Nash Humphreys went nuts too in that first quarter. But Skyview doing a much better job in the second quarter to slow him down, keeping him to 8.
So that is going to be halftime, 35-29. We'll come back with some scoring totals. We'll take a short break here at the half and then come back with those scoring totals for you. Again, it's John Newell, Dave Simmons with you here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
In a world of ordinary flooring option, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back to the Spectrum on the campus of Utah State University. This is the last game and the last day of the Rod Tueller Classic. And, I mean, a 3-day event that has a bunch of teams. Like 4 teams from the Valley were part of it. Green Canyon, Mountain Crest, Ridgeline, and Skyview. And then, I mean, you had teams like, Minico was here,
yeah.
Twin Falls.
Judge Memorial, Hurricane. This Madison team. You know, I think they're working to get Logan involved with it next year as well. I just think that with the coaching change at Logan, from what I understand, they just weren't able to get it figured out to be a part of this. But the hope is that they can do this annually. And it's been, from what I understand, a really cool experience where they'll bring the kids and let them tour Utah State University. They have a luncheon with them.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon they had it up here at the football stadium in one of those. And, they have all the teams there. And, Rod Tueller and Al Lewis had a little presentation or speech or talk to the kids. And,
that's a good experience for those kids. And you know, if I'm Utah State, I'm liking it too because you're letting these kids tour the campus. I mean, it's a potential recruiting type of idea, not even for an athlete, but for a student. If a kid wants to come up here and go to Utah State to be able to see the campus, it's a cool situation for them.
Yeah, and I didn't play high school, but as a high school athlete too, to play in an arena, a Division I arena, and the Spectrum of all things. I mean, you grow up in the Valley. At least for the Valley kids, they grow up here. They watch the Aggies. They go to the games, and now you get to play on that court.
It's a lot of fun to play on a college court. It feels big time. You know, just even when I played, to go play in the state tournament down at Weber State. I mean, that's a bigger venue. It's a lot of fun. It can be quiet. I mean, like weird quiet because it's just so much bigger. But they've had for these games had a pretty good turnout of people and some student sections. I know Green Canyon had a good little student section. Ridgeline had a decent little student section going on over there. And so it's a fun thing to be able to do. Now there is a little bit of, it's good to come out and shoot first for a little while, because the depth perception behind it can be a little different behind the backboard. But nowadays, think at Ridgeline and these high schools, you're getting a little bit more depth behind those as well with the catwalks and things going on up there. But this is different, and it's fun to be able to shoot. And we talked a little bit about the three-point lines. They do have a high school three-point line taped on the floor, which obviously they're using, but about 2 feet behind that is the college one, and it shouldn't bother you. But there's something, I don't know, psychologically when you're out there, you kind of know where you are and you feel it, and it can mess with your shot just a little bit. But some of these kids are figuring it out.
Well, and I think, too, it can probably mess with you a little bit, but at the same time, I think the skill level of the players, because they practice so many threes and the way the game is now, that when they take those deep threes, they're used to doing it. But yeah, it is still like something. I think the depth perception plays in big time.
Yeah, I would argue that if you were to go look at a high school game where there isn't the college three-point line there, a lot of those threes are behind that college three-point line, and they just don't think about it.
Yeah.
But when it's out there, you see it.
That's true.
And I wonder if, they know where they're standing at the time, but it shouldn't make a huge difference. But I do think there's something a little bit psychological about it, at least for the beginning of the game, to try to get going. Skyview, tell me about Skyview's season so far.
Well, Skyview's 4-3. They started off in that north versus south down in Desert Hills, and they lost all 3 of those games. And I think part of the problem, talking with coaches, they didn't have the full roster for all 3 because they had made the semifinals in football, so they were still playing. And then once the kids got there, they hadn't had any practices together really.
Right.
So, so once they got that, then after that, they've won the 4 straight games. They've had some close ones, but they pull them out and they get the victory. And so they've started slow. And I know, talking with Coach Hilliard, it's just a matter of practice. Like, once he feels like they're going to get some more practices underneath him, that he's going to feel a lot better about his team. And like I was telling you before the game, when we were getting things set up, like, Skyview next week plays at Wasatch on Monday. Then they have a full week before their next game. And so Coach is really excited about that. Maybe the players don't want that practice, but Coach is really excited because then they can really get things going.
Implement some change. Whatever you got to do to try to – you've seen what you got in these first few games, and sometimes it's hard to be able to come back and make those adjustments and what you need to do to capitalize on those experiences in the preseason. Ridgeline also went deep into the football tournament, but the difference was it looks to me like Skyview has more – contributors on the basketball team that were football kids. Ridgeline right now, the football kids, the starting 5 weren't football kids.
Yeah, okay.
There are a couple of football guys that came in late, but they're underclassmen, and they're not seeing a lot of varsity minutes yet so far. So
like, for instance, like Zach Oxborough, the leading scorer for Skyview this season, he actually got a concussion in the Crimson Cliffs game in the semifinals, so he wasn't even cleared to play until the Bonneville game, which was, I think, the 4th game of the season.
Okay.
So, stuff like that. But, once I've talked to a few of the guys like Tyson Bradley and Jace Lillywhite and Max Castillo and those guys, and they're saying that they're starting to get their legs under them, get used to that football and basketball.
Chance Wilson
did too,
didn't he? Yeah, you got a lot of football guys on this Skyview, right? And it's a little different. I mean, I'll tell you, this is going to tell you what it really is. So I came out of basketball thinking I'm in great shape, moving into baseball, and it's just I know there's not a ton of running in baseball, but the base is just, you're busting it for that 90 feet. I remember having sore quads after the first couple of practices of baseball, thinking I was in fantastic shape coming out of basketball. It's just different.
Yeah.
So coming out of football, you're thinking you're in really good shape, and strength-wise, I think you are, but the lungs-wise, it's a little different in basketball. Up and down the floor.
Yep. So that's the way the Bobcats are. Of course, like we just mentioned, they'll be at Wasatch next Monday. But for the scoring for Skyview, McCade Roll leads the Bobcats 9 points. For him, Matt Hyatt with 4. Oxborough was 7. 2 points for Chance Wilson, 5 for Lillywhite, and 2 for Tatum Sagers. For Madison, they're led by Humphreys with 14, Lurwill with 11, and he had 3 threes. 8 points by Wilson and 2 points by Hazen Torgerson.
Scoring by quarter, I had Skyview 13, Madison 27 at the end of the first. And then Skyview was able to outscore Madison in the second 16-8, which is how we have a 35-29 halftime score in favor of Madison.
Well, the one thing that Coach Hilliard obviously finally got through Skyview, as they were a little ruffled, I think, with the speed and the turnovers in that first quarter, is that their defense kind of ratcheted up, because like you mentioned, there was three straight possessions where Madison didn't. They turned it over 3 straight times, and they didn't have any in the first.
Right, and conversely, Skyview turned the ball over about 6-7 times in that first quarter alone, and then in the second quarter really started to take better care of it and only turned it over twice.
So to start defensively for the Bobcats on the court, Oxborough, Roll, Wilson, Bradley, and Hyatt. And again, Madison is going right to left. Skyview traps as soon as Learville gets the ball on the wing, and then he gets it back. Inside, Wilson lays it up and in. So Skyview about got a jump ball or a steal, but then Wilson lays it up and in.
Good vision that time by Humphreys. After he got that ball out of there, he was able to bounce pass it right down, an easy spoon feed layup.
Hyatt gets it. They tried to run that dribble play, and it was defended well. Roll gets it to Oxborough on a drive, and it's knocked away. Turnover. Wilson grabs it and slows it down for a second, hands it back out to Humphreys. Going right to left on your radio dial towards the east here in the Spectrum. Bailey has it. It goes through his legs, and he has to retrieve it before it goes into the backcourt. Now they work it into the corner to Learville, up top to Bailey against the zone of Skyview. Humphreys thinks about a three. Now he drives right baseline, gets it in the left corner. Learville for three. No good. Rebound. Bodies flying all over, and Bailey has it. Back to Humphreys for three. Straight away, he's got it.
Smallest guy out there. Bailey goes and tracks down that rebound and then finds his shooter. Humphreys knocks it down.
So back to double digits for Madison. They lead 40-29. Roll gets it over to Hyatt. Now to Roll on the left side. Gets a screen from Bradley. Now again, Bradley has a mismatch. He takes it right to the hoop, and then he passes it off. Now to Bradley again against Bailey. Hooks it up. No. Gets his own rebound. No. It looked like he was going to get it, but Thompson came over and snagged it for Madison. Humphreys quickly down. Layup.
Two big steps there by Humphreys to try to get to the rim, and ends up getting contact against, I believe, Bradley.
Yeah, I think it was Bradley.
Bradley a football guy?
Yep.
He looks like he should be a football guy. Big, strong kid, 6'5" is what they have him listed on the roster.
So to the line is Madison. They lead 40-29, now 41-29. And Madison starts with a 6-0 lead, 7-0 to start the second half. 42-29, 6:10 to play in the third quarter. Roll brings it up, gets it over to Oxborough, to Bradley up top. Now to Hyatt, it's tipped, trying to get it to Oxborough, and another steal by Bailey, but Oxborough fights for it. Still, Wilson comes up with it.
Deflected pass. There's another one. Go the other direction.
Hyatt gets it off to Oxborough, gets the man in the air, and a foul called on Wilson.
Yeah, they were able to get Wilson flying in the air, and then as he was coming down after the head fake, he kicked a leg out there. Might have got a piece of the ball with his foot.
And McCade Roll, I think they're looking at his hand. I think he's bleeding.
Trying to find some blood. Free throw's good.
Yep. Oxborough knocks down the free throw.
Or maybe he's got a dislocated finger.
Well,
it
that could happen.
Well, no, it's not. They're just trying to wrap it up. The way he had his pointer finger kind of pointed down looked a little funky from here, but it was just he's trying to get it out of the way.
So it was just blood, and they just taped it up. So and it looked like a middle finger or a ring finger.
Yeah, it's not the pointer finger. It's either the middle or the ring finger.
Okay, so Oxborough knocks down both free throws. He has 9, and it's 42-31. Lead back to 11 for Madison. 5:38. Bailey has it on the left wing. He's pretty far out there.
Yeah,
Gets it to Yeah, Humphreys drives, kicks it inside, and it's good. Nice find.
How about the footwork by Humphreys? He takes his 2 big steps like guys would normally take for the layup, but then dumps off a pass.
Yeah, and he got it to Thompson, who laid it up and in. 44-31. Guthrie's in for the Bobcats. McCade Roll is in the right corner. Guthrie's posting up against Bailey. Out to McCade Roll.
Shot.
Lily White, left wing 3, short. He followed his shot, got the rebound, up with the shot, no good.
That's just being tough. That's Lily White realizing the ball's short, but then going right through guys to go make sure he gets that ball back.
Yeah, and that's showing that he does play football,
yeah.
The way that he just crashes. That's one thing that I've noticed with Lily White, too, is he crashes the boards pretty hard, like in the games that I've watched.
You got to have that guy. You got to have 5 of those guys if you could. The leading rebounder for Ridgeline right now is point guard Dawson Lowe coming from the perimeter. We were talking a little bit about that as Lily White makes his first free throw on one of my post games with Coach Day and Coach Wads. A lot of times you got to credit those bigs down there boxing out so well when a little guy comes in and can snag rebounds.
Yeah.
Lily White got them both.
So 44-33, Madison with the lead. Both of them are Bobcats, so you just can't say Bobcat.
Nope, you really can't.
Bailey has it, goes to the right side.
Pass.
Nice pass across the lane to the left side. Layup good by Wilson.
You say Bailey's listed as a freshman, huh?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, yeah.
That's a
and
really,
he's a starter.
That's a really headsy play by that freshman.
On the drive, McCade Roll stops on the left side. Too long on the shot. And then on the Humphreys gets in the lane, goes up with it, banks it up, too strong. Rebound comes back to Humphreys as Wilson fought for it.
Lurwill on a 3-ball as it kicks it out to him, and he just knocks it down. That's his 4th, isn't it?
That is his 4th 3, and for the game, Madison has, 5 threes. Skyview with 3, and they lead, Madison does, 49-33. So the first quarter was tough for Skyview. They kind of got their, wits about them and got the second quarter back and got back into the game and cut it to, 4? But then it's back out in this third quarter, just like the first quarter.
Just like out to 16 again. Reactive Physical Therapy has great locations in North Logan and Providence. Personalized care plans for your complete recovery. Treat chronic pain, sports, injuries, and rehab. Reactive Physical Therapy.
So again, Skyview getting outscored this quarter. 12-14-4. And that leads right back to 16.
John, I don't know if you've noticed over the years calling ball games as much as I have. It's just when you have a single-digit quarter, it is really hard to win ball games.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot be in those single digits. It can be done, but you really got to clamp down if you have one of those after that.
So on the court for the Bobcats, Oxborough, Roll, Guthrie, Lillywhite, and Wilson. Tatum Sagers will check in next dead ball. Roll goes to the right side, back out front to Oxborough. Nice set play for the 3, no good. He was open, that was there. Oxborough usually knocks it down, but he missed that one on the front rim. Madison has it. Learwill open 3, and the lefty puts it up and in, his 5th.
Silky. I think he's the dude.
It's got to be. 52-33, and he is.
Although Humphreys is very good too.
Yeah. McCade Roll hands it off to Guthrie on the right wing. Back to the corner to Roll. Roll spins in the lane, has to kick it to the corner. Liam out front to Oxborough. Oxborough spins at the free throw line. Back to McCade Roll. Shot clock down at 11. Passes back out to Lillywhite. It gets away from him. He has to track it down with 6, with 5. Guthrie from the corner for 3. It's rattled home. Timeout Skyview as Guthrie knocks down his first points of the game.
You know, Madison played such great defense for about 33 of the seconds on that shot clock. And then credit Skyview to stay patient and find a guy in the corner, and Guthrie knocks it down.
That was a much-needed 3, 52-36. Skyview trails. It looks like Jack Clark might be coming into the game.
We haven't seen Jack yet, have we?
No, not today. He briefly played, I don't recall if it was the game last night or the first night against Twin Falls.
How'd they do against Twin?
They defeated Twin by 4. They got down by 6, made a little run at the end, and got a couple of big steals by, I believe it was Lillywhite and Bradley on 2 possessions to seal the victory for them. So out of the timeout, it is Jack Clark, Tatum Sagers.
Is he a football kid?
Yeah, he's the quarterback.
He should be.
Yeah, the junior quarterback for Coach Alder. So Jack Clark checks in, maybe for some height, I'm not sure, but
he's 6'5".
Yeah, so that's what they go with. Sagers and Roll are up top. Clark in the middle, Guthrie and Lillywhite, they're on the wings down low defensively for the Bobcats. A drive by Bailey all the way to the hoop. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. Still loose. And on the court, last touch, they're going to say by Wilson.
He was down there hustling. Got to credit Wilson.
Yeah.
Bryce?
Yeah, Bryce Wilson, the senior, was fighting on the ground. And they said it was last touch. Jack Clark was fighting for it, and Lillywhite as well. So McCade Roll has it. Goes to the right side with 2:45. Jack Clark in the corner, back out front. It goes to Roll. Skyview trails 52-36. Roll drives right side, gets to the bucket, scoop shot, no good.
Great drive, just couldn't finish.
Yeah, he got around Bailey, but he couldn't finish like you said. Bailey on the left wing, he's going to pass it cross court to Learwill for three, right side.
Short air ball.
Lillywhite had it, gets it up to Roll, gets into the front court.
He's got that lane again if he wanted it.
Goes left side this time, gets it back to Lillywhite, back to Roll, to Jack Clark for three. Got it. He set his feet.
Welcome to the ball game, Jack Clark.
Yeah, he set his feet, took a dribble, and then made sure he felt comfortable with the shot. Drains it, 52-39. 2 minutes to play in the third. Madison with the lead. Humphreys has it. Gets it to Bailey on the right wing. He's going to drive, kicks it left side. Now to the high post, outside to Learwill from the corner, and he's got another one. He's got 6 threes. 55-39. Minute 40 left in the third. Inside, nice pick and roll to Jace Lillywhite. Layup good. Nice pass by McCade Roll.
Just good, nice roll there by Lillywhite.
Yeah, 9 points for Lillywhite.
Shows a hand after the roll and was gifted a nice one there.
55-41. Down low it comes. They kick it back out to Learwill. It's knocked free by Lillywhite. Last touched by Learwill, I guess.
I have Madison with 5 turnovers in the ball game, and Skyview with 11.
So Augsboro comes in for Roll. So you've got Augsboro, Sagers, Guthrie, Lillywhite, and Clark on the court for the Bobcats. In the front court, it's Augsboro. Gets it off to Guthrie, gets a screen by Clark to Lillywhite. Under a minute to play, now down on the post, Augsboro against Bailey.
He has a height advantage down there if he goes up.
Spins, turns around and shoots over Bailey, and he's got it. He just was patient with it, because at first it was almost a double team, and then he just
waited.
Yeah, waited and took his time. 55-43, down to 12. Madison leads with 40 seconds. There's about 15 seconds difference with the game clock and shot clock. Humphreys gets a screen, lobs it over. Bailey tips it to a teammate. Shot on the way is good. That was Thompson. 57-43, shot clock off. Guthrie for 3, left wing, no good, too strong. Lillywhite fights for it. A foul called on the rebound. They're going to call a rebound foul, I believe, on Bryce Wilson. So 19.9 seconds. Skyview will have it on the baseline underneath their own basket. Sagers looking, goes clear out front. Bailey knocks it away this time as he was trying to hit Lillywhite. Yeah, for a freshman, Bailey's all over the court.
Yeah, he has that intensity that's hard to teach. So just have it.
Yeah, Sagers inbounds to Augsboro. 15 seconds to Guthrie on the right wing with 10 seconds. Now he backs it out. Goes to the left side with 6 seconds. 4 seconds, 3. Guthrie around his back, gets inside, no good. Great dribbling skills, but he missed the shot off to the right a little bit. 57-43 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll take a short break and come back right after this. It's 57-43 Madison here on the Fan.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take.
This is a Nick Zollinger favorite, I think.
Yeah, he's got some playlists now he's working on. He's got his phone all Bluetooth to the system, and he comes in with all sorts of stuff. He'll have a Christmas playlist soon. Don't think he won't.
Well, now I haven't even heard him on the basketball broadcast. You had Coach Day,
yep,
and then you had Strat today.
Yeah, I had Coach Day twice and Strat today, but Nick and I did the first couple.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear those. Okay.
Yeah, he's out of town right now for the weekend.
Okay.
But he'll be back.
Okay, so 57-43, Skyview will start with the ball, going left to right on your radio dial to start this fourth quarter. They trail McCade Roll, Liam Guthrie, Jace Lillywhite, Zach Oxborough, and Jack Clark on the court. And when they tried to get it to Oxborough on the post, they're going to call a push foul. As
Nelson.
Okay.
Nelson trying to kind of come over top and tap that ball away from the entry pass.
22-14, Madison outscored the Bobcats of Skyview in the third. Skyview trying to get it in. It's tipped away. Jack Clark retrieves it in the corner. He's going to go to McCade Roll on the right side. Trying to find Oxborough down low. Now to Lillywhite. Lillywhite drives. He's cut off in the key, so he goes back to Roll. They lob it, and it goes back to Lillywhite on a tip. He scores it. Skyview got kind of lucky with the tip.
They sure did. They tried to lob it in on the entry pass to Oxborough, and it got tipped away, and it happened to go right to Lillywhite, and he put it back up and off the glass and in.
McCade kind of got up in the air, and then he didn't know what he was going to do, so he just kind of lobbed it in there. So Lillywhite banks it up and in, and he's got a three-point opportunity. Short, no good. Jack Clark fought for it, but it's tipped to Learwill, and here comes Madison leading 57-45. Underneath, nice pass. Oh, he misses the layup, gets his own rebound. Up again, short. Rebound, Guthrie.
That was Kuntz down there, couldn't get it to go. He's a big body.
Yeah, he got that offensive rebound, just couldn't finish at the rim. And then McCade Rolls bumped and fouled by Coons that time. So Madison with the foul there.
I think this is the first minutes that Kuntz has been on the floor.
That's the only time I remember him. But 3 team fouls with 7:14 in the fourth quarter on Madison. And then, of course, with the new rules, 2 more would put Skyview in the bonus in this quarter. But
I wonder if they do that up in Idaho, too.
I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously they're playing it that way here.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that's something different for these these Idaho teams.
So out front, Oxborough 3. Oh, no good. He's open again, and he missed.
Kuntz on the board.
Couple that he would like back. Humphreys brings it down quickly into the front court. Now he's going to drive on Oxborough. Gets to the rim. Too strong. Last touched. I was blocked out, but it's going to go.
I think it was off of Kuntz.
Okay. So Sagers and Chance Wilson come in for Guthrie and Clark. Good minutes there for Clark. He knocked down a 3 and was involved defensively, hustling. So here comes McCade Roll bringing it up the court. 12-point lead for Madison. 6:45 left to play in the game. Out front to Oxborough. Gets a screen from Wilson. Back to Wilson. Short, no good. Oxborough fights for it. It comes to Lillywhite, and he's fouled again.
Seems to me like Lillywhite's usually in the right place at the right time. Like when a weird bounce happens, he's there.
Yeah, he really is. He's always
kind of a nose for the ball.
Yeah, it always feels like he gets cheated out of rebounds. I thought he had more one game, and he only got 6, but that's the 4th team foul.
Six rebounds is usually pretty solid in a high school game.
Oxborough to Lillywhite for 3. Short. Rebound to Sagers. Gets it to Chance Wilson. Out front to McCade Roll for 3. Short. Rebound comes down to Learwill. So Skyview's getting the offensive boards. They're just not knocking them down.
Yep. Opportunities. Just not taking advantage.
Humphreys brings it into the front court. Skyview's got 2 points here in this quarter, and that's it. It's a 12-point lead for Madison. They work it outside, three-pointer left wing, around the rim, no good. Rebound, I'm not sure. They're going to say it was last touched by Skyview on the rebound. So Madison underneath the east basket.
That's a tough angle for you and I. We have a ref and a coach standing up right in front of us, trying to look through their arms. And
who set this equipment up?
I don't know.
Reverse layup, no good by Learwill. A long rebound.
Look up.
McCade gets it to Oxborough all alone as he sprinted out off the missed shot, and Oxborough lays it up and in. It's back to 10, 57-47.
Good job by McCade Roll looking up. Good defense by McCade Roll on the jump shot.
Sagers has it. They lob it up to McCade. He can't do anything with it on the loose ball. And Madison has it. Learwill pulls up for three. Got it.
It's pretty solid.
Yep, 60-47. Sagers all alone. Left side, three, short. Rebound to Humphreys. He brings it down.
Lily White fought for that rebound.
He goes up, shot on the way is no good. He's fouled. So Chance Wilson picks up the foul.
What grade is Humphreys? Is he senior?
Yes, Nash Humphreys, the senior, yep.
And Lurwell?
Senior.
Lurwell?
Yep, they're both seniors. Shot good, so 61-47. Humphreys has got 20 points, I believe, if I'm
Humphreys
right.
does. Lurwell's got to be right around there, too.
He has 23.
Yep.
So Chance Wilson, Humphreys made 1 of 2. Chance Wilson the rebound, 61-47. Madison leads with 5 minutes to play. McCade Roll goes to the right side, back to Chance Wilson. Hands it back off to McCade. Trying to find Sagers inside. Now he goes cross court left side, and they go through a screen. And Hyatt set the screen, no shot, but a foul, I believe, called. So that's going to put Skyview in the bonus the rest of the way. Thompson picks up the foul, 61-47. That's the 15th foul. That should be 2 shots.
Yep, they just realized it as well. They're going to walk to the free throw line.
So shooting 2 will be Hyatt. He was the one setting the screen.
And they just kind of ran through him.
Yep, 4:48. See, and I've always, as a coach, said I would tell your guys to run through that screen the first time, and then maybe they'll think twice about setting it.
Yep, or at least not setting it with as much conviction.
Yes, so Hyatt knocks down the first. 61-48, Skyview trails. It's got one more. It's up, and it's good as well. So 61-49, lead back to 12. 4:45 left in the game. Bailey has it across the timeline inside.
Oh, what a pass.
And he's fouled by Sagers. What a look from the freshman from half court, really. And he hit Wilson just on that block, and Sagers just got beat on that play.
And Bryce Wilson went up really quick and was able to get it to go. I think he was fouled by Chance Wilson.
Yeah, I think they called it on Sagers.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Wilson converts the three-point play, and they've got another double-figure score there. (64-49). Oxborough has it knocked away, but he regathers, goes to the key, and Hyatt took his eye off the ball.
Yeah.
He was looking to shoot or pass, and so he took his eye off right before it got to him.
Went right through the old hands and out of bounds.
Yeah. He was open for 3, but yeah, he took his eye off. So Bailey brings it up, throws it in the corner. Learwill pump fakes, and then they said he traveled. As he pump faked, his foot must have come off the court there.
Must have barely.
He was all alone in the corner down there. So 64-49, Skyview trails. They need some stops, but when they get them, they need the buckets, and they're not cashing in all the time today.
It's roll on that far sideline, John. I know you can't see past the coach.
Got it to Chance Wilson. Inside, nice pass, but Oxborough's double team goes up with a shot. I don't even know how he got it up there, but on the rebound, it's Bailey. Came out of there with it. Bailey guarded by Oxborough, gets into the front court, kicks it in the corner. Learwill fakes the three, back out to Humphreys, and coach tells him to set up the play back near the circles with Bailey. 64-49, 3:33 left, and now a timeout by Coach Humphreys and the Madison Bobcats.
It's a full timeout, John.
All right, well, we'll take a short break and be back. It's 64 for Madison, Skyview 49 with 3:33 left to play here in the game.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games.
Here doing this.
Welcome back to the Spectrum on the campus of Utah State University. 64-49 Madison leading Skyview. John Newble, Dave Simmons with you. Shane Larson running the camera for us, and we appreciate him. And again, your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com is brought to you by and powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. 13 on the shot clock for Madison.
They're content to use as much as they can.
So Humphreys has it, goes to the right side, gets a screen from Bailey, gets into the lane, kicks it underside to Wilson with 1, with 0, and a foul's called.
Oh, Chance, that's one where kind of bailed him out just a little bit by coming down with Chance's arm on the foul with 0.2 seconds left on that shot clock.
First free throw on the way is good by Wilson. 65-49, 3:16 to play. Wilson for one more. It's up and good. McCade Roll bringing it up the court for the Bobcats, trailing 66-49. Max Castillo has it up top to Roll. Now to Hyatt. Hyatt drives left side, gets bumped, goes up, and regathers and puts it up and in. He took the contact, lost the ball, and then gathered it and hooked it up and in.
Still looking to use a little bit more time off this clock with 2:40 remaining. They got 23 seconds on the shot clock they can waste.
Skyview had it at 6, and now it's back out to 15. Wilson drives right side, up with a shot around the rim, and it stays. It took an extra hit when it rolled out, but it stayed.
Used every bit up there, backboard and rim and everything.
Roll to the right side, spins in the lane, up with the scoop. Oh, he's got it. What a crafty move by McCade Roll. Timeout Skyview. That's his first points in the second half.
Yeah, good spin that time by McCade.
Yeah, he had 9 points at the half, and that's his first bucket of the second half, and it comes at 2:11. So for Skyview, trailing 68-53, I think with 2:11 left, if you're Coach Hilliard, I think you're just telling the guys, hey, let's finish strong no matter the outcome.
Absolutely. Try to stay on end on a high note. Even if you do get beat, you want to make sure you continue to fight the entire way. You'll be in ball games in the season where you got to fight the rest of the way in and try to win a close one. So this is a time where they can work on that type of thing. Trained technicians at Preston Watts Collision and Glass, latest equipment and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. You guys been doing this?
Nope.
Okay.
I just haven't taken it off yet.
All right. What else? Latest news about what's going on in your community found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports.
Yeah, Young Toyota and Young Honda for 100 years, delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think Young, drive Young. They are a proud sponsor of high school athletics here on The Fan, 106.9 FM, 1390 AM.
Napa Auto Parts, I think it's the last one for us. Napa Auto Parts, the parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running at its best. Locally owned and operated from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
So again, Skyview, they play next Monday at Wasatch. So Madison to inbound, Skyview putting on a little pressure in the backcourt. They break the press and they get it up to Lurwell and set up with Bailey now. Back to Humphreys. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. Kind of like fourth corners offense.
Yep.
Just running that clock. Skyview extends their defense out, but
I like the shot clock, though.
Oh, yeah.
This is the stuff that...
That's why they get it in high school, right?
Yep.
So Wilson inside. He's fouled and scores. Foul will be on Oxborough or Wilson.
Dixie was known to take the air out of the ball like in the third quarter and just stop playing.
Yeah, I remember a game in high school. I obviously wasn't playing, but I remember a game at Logan that Skyview and Logan just held it out front for almost a whole quarter.
Like, come and get it.
Yeah. And knocks down the free throw. And Wilson, look at this in the fourth quarter, Dave. Wilson's exploded for a lot of their points. He's got 10 in the fourth. He's got 22 for the game. So they've got three guys that have got 20 or more points. Wilson, Lurwell, and Humphreys.
And then they have a total of 71. So you're saying three of their guys have 60-something of it.
Yes.
Wow.
They've had 2 quarters where they've scored over 20, and then a timeout. Skyview with a minute 30.
Down by 18. Skyview calls a timeout to talk some things over here, but the minute and 30 remaining. Maybe this is things where coaches wants to work on specific things, whether it's inbounds plays or certain sets, whatever they're trying to do to get themselves ready for region play. Region play starts earlier this year, right?
Yeah, because of Westfield, you had the extra, you needed to get them in.
I mean, they're starting it in a week and a half.
Yeah, yes.
It used to start after the new year, and now they're starting, I want to say it's around the 15th or 16th of December.
Let's see, I'll pull it up here and see
I think I had it here on my phone for Ridgeline.
As we pull up on our phones here, Skyview.
And then they're going to have to play some out-of-region games around the holidays. At least for Ridgeline, their first region game is December 18th at Westfield.
Okay, so Skyview, their first game is Bear River at home on December 20th, and then they've got Ridgeline on New Year's Eve.
By the way, who decided New Year's Eve was the time to play a high school game? And it's not even like it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's still 7 o'clock. Did they change that?
Well, Max Preps, the one I'm looking at, says 3.
Well, I hope it's right.
Because you're doing that game because it's at Ridgeline.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
You're like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be there. No, I'll still be there. I just won't be on the call. Lily White has it in the corner. Cross court to Hyatt from the three-point line. Gets inside out to Lily White for 3, right wing. He's got another one. So Lily White's knocked down a couple. 71-56 with a minute 15. Yeah, Lily White's got 14 in the game. To the basket, and the layup's good. That's Logan Nilsson.
That's his first points of the game, I believe.
Yep. McKay drives, fouled, and how'd he get it up and in?
Yeah, they kind of knocked it out of his hands, and he regrouped it as he was elevated and was able to push it up off the glass and get it to go.
Yeah, he was horizontal with the floor, it looked like, when he threw that up.
That is an excellent play by McCade Roll, and he's going to get a chance at a three-point play here.
Crew Knowles is into the game, too, for the Bobcats. He came off the bench.
McCade got it on the three-point play.
So 73-59, Skyview trails here. Under a minute to play at 45 seconds. But yeah, Crew Knowles, I think this is his first action of the season.
Madison has taken Lurwell and Humphreys off the floor, letting some other kids play here.
Yeah, Logan Nilsson scores again, 75-59. McCade Roll has it on the right side. Shot clock and game clock are pretty similar. Inside to Lily White, up with the shot, fouled. He's going to go to the line with 22.4 seconds.
He's been solid tonight. How many do you have him with? He's got a lot of boards, too.
14 for Lily White.
Got a chance to make it 16 if he can hit a couple of free chucks here. Got the first one.
Yeah, he's knocked down a couple threes as well. But yeah, that's what you see from Lily White, at least the games I've seen. Just he's got a great motor and he's everywhere. One more free throw is up and good. So 75-61 with 22 seconds.
They can dribble this out.
Yeah, they just need to get it in the front court, and they do. And so they're just dribbling. Skyview's still applying pressure as they get it inside.
They're going to go to the hole.
And it's knocked out of bounds.
That's Kuntz. Oh, they're going to call it not on the shot. That's interesting.
They didn't even call a foul.
Oh, they didn't? Just said it was out of bounds?
They
Okay.
just said it was out of bounds. There was no foul there. And so they pass it in and dribble out the last 2 seconds. 1-0, and that's going to do it. So Madison gets the victory over Skyview, 75-61. We'll go through some final stats and get off the air here, as Skyview will drop to 4-4 on the season. But for Skyview, McCade Roll finishes with 14 points. Hyatt finishes with 8. Let's see, 13 for Oxborough, 2 for Wilson. And Lily White, we said 16, 3 for Guthrie, 2 for Sagers, and Jack Clark had a 3. He had 3 points as well. And just lots of scoring for the Madison Bobcats. They'll go to 2-0 on the season, but I think Humphreys, Learwill, and Wilson had over 20 points each.
Yeah, those guys were spectacular, especially Humphreys and Learwill. Those guys look like next-level players. And, Wilson, too. Once he started to get going there in the second half, he was a difference maker as well. Was it 18-18 in the fourth quarter, or was it 16-18?
Let's see.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yep.
Yep, 18-18 there in that fourth quarter, but just too much Madison in the first quarter and too much Madison in the third quarter to be able to have Skyview be able to overcome the Madison Bobcats. They were tough. 75-61, Madison wins.
All right. Well, Dave, we appreciate you helping me out. And,
of course.
Again, Shane Larson, thanks to him for running the camera. But that's going to do it. 75-61. Skyview drops to 4-4 on the season. Have a good day, everybody.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.